Are you guys ready to elect President Donald Trump in 4 days? Are you guys ready to elect President Donald Trump in 4 days? Isn't it great to be at a Trump rally? Isn't it great to come to an event that starts with the prayer, the pledge, and the national anthem? As I was driving up Interstate 94 this way, I was reminded of 4 years ago when President Donald Trump came to Kenosha. After our Democratic Governor, Tony Evers, failed to provide the resources that were needed for the community of Kenosha, you know who answered the call? Donald J. Trump. As I was entering the building, I saw a lot of first responders and a lot of law enforcement officers. And as you look around, you see a lot of law enforcement officers here. And I'm proud to say that we back the badge, that President Trump backs the badge, that Republicans back the badge. And we should give all of our law enforcement officers a big round of applause to say thank you for what you do to keep us and our community safe. Now, I gotta ask you, how many people have already voted? And how many people are gonna vote on Tuesday? We need everybody to get out. So if you've already voted, pledge on your pledge to get those that haven't gotten out yet out to the polls this Tuesday. And if you haven't gotten out make your plan to get out on the polls on Tuesday, because there's too much at stake. And make sure that you vote from President Donald Trump all the way through the ballot to the very end. Because on our ballot in the state of Wisconsin, we have an opportunity to make sure that our elections are for U.S. citizens only. When I started working in election integrity, I was telling people that under current law in Washington, D.C., let me just explain how crazy this is, the petri dish that the Democrats want to roll out nationally. Under current law in Washington, D.C., in 4 days, a non-citizen, say someone who works at the Russian embassy, holding a Russian passport, a Russian national can leave the Russian embassy, walk to a polling place in our nation's capital, and vote in municipal elections. But we have an opportunity on Tuesday to vote yes on our amendment to say that Wisconsin's elections and Americans' elections are for U.S. citizens only. Do you agree? This election is so important because so many families can't afford what they need. So many families can't afford what they need. To the young couple that wants to go from paying the rent to paying the mortgage, I tell you, on Tuesday, help is on the way. To the family with kids who can't afford their grocery bill on Tuesday, help is on the way. To the seniors on fixed incomes who are struggling to get by under the Biden-Harris administration, on Tuesday, help is on the way. For those of you from Racine to Kenosha to Janesville and Beloit and everywhere in between, I'm asking for your vote on Tuesday. And let me tell you, in Washington, D.C., Ron Johnson is a heck of a great senator. But every time he votes on our behalf, somebody else cancels out his vote. But on Tuesday, we can change that by electing Eric Hovde, the next United States Senator from the state of Wisconsin. And on Tuesday, with all of our work, we can elect President Donald J. Trump. Are you ready to elect President Donald Trump on Tuesday? Let's get it done, Wisconsin. God bless.